Hello and welcome to this video on configuring Dreamweaver to connect to ASU's web host. If you haven't already, go ahead and download your free Adobe Creative Cloud account. You can find the Adobe Creative Cloud module item within your Canvas shell. There you will find the link to sign up through UTO. So go ahead and follow that. And get all set up for your free Adobe Creative Cloud account. Once you have that downloaded, you will have this Creative Cloud app on your desktop or laptop, and you can just scroll through all of the different Adobe programs that you would like. Here's Dreamweaver, so you'll go ahead and click on that. You can see mine is up to date here, so I'll just go ahead and open it up. From Dreamweaver, to configure an Sftp, what you want to do is go up here to the site button. You want to click Manage Sites. From here, you're going to add a new site. I'm going to go ahead and click my own faculty site or public site, but click New, and that will bring you to this interface where you will give it a site name. You can name this whatever you like. I name it public.asu because I have several ASU accounts, and this one is on my public space. All right, have the site name. Then you need to choose the local site folder. So essentially, you are going to have a folder on your hard drive, your local hard drive, that matches the web server space. So put it in whatever folder you have that you want it in. Mine is in Dropbox, and then I have a folder called my web public.asu.edu. And then inside that, I have my www folder. That's exactly what we're looking for here, is to make sure that however you kind of configure it within your files, that this, starting right here, www, is going to exactly match now with your www folder on the ASU web space, or any web space that you're using. www will be the root of that. Everything that goes in here is considered within your domain. So maybe you have www.student.com. That's your domain, and that's what www is going to signify. And then every folder and file in here is going to have a path that leads after that domain. For ASU's public space, the URL, your domain, is www.public.asu.edu/tilde and your ASU right. So that is all covered here. That is equal to your www folder. All right. So go ahead and choose that folder, the www, and that will now be set as your root folder. Let's go ahead and click into this second tab here that says servers, and you're going to go ahead and hit the plus sign to add a new one. I of course already have this, so I'm just going to click into it. Again, your server name could be whatever you want. I matched it with the site and called it public ASU. You can call it school site, you can call it whatever. The type of connection that we want to use to connect to that site is SFTP, Secure File Transfer Protocol. The SFTP address is general.asu.edu. The port number is 22. And the authentication method is going to be username and password. So the username is your ASU right, and your password is your ASU right password. This is how it's going to authenticate you through ASU's system. I suggest saving password, but this is up to you. Then we're going to take a look at that root directory, and this is a little bit tricky, but essentially it's /AFS/ASU.edu/users/ the first letter of your ASU right / the second letter of your ASU right / the third letter of your ASU right / your ASU right / www and then / All right, so this is where we're establishing our root directory on My Files on your ASU web host is going to be this folder www, and in our root directory for our local drive, it's also www. So from there on, those things need to mirror. So if you update something in your local, you need to make sure to update it on the web too to push it there. All right. And then your web URL will be http://www.public.asu.edu/tilde and then your ASU right and /. All right, once you have that, you're going to hit the test button to make sure that there's a good connection. And Dreamweaver has been successfully connected to my web server. Yay. Okay. If not, you're going to want to go in and make sure you have everything spelled right, most likely the root drive or the root directory. If you have problems still with this communication, then you need to, or this connection, you need to communicate with ASU tech support. And in the Canvas shell, that's going to be on the navigation on the left side of the screen with the question mark icon. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit save on that and then save, and we should be all set up. Important to note also at this point, in order to upload files to the server, you need to be on your VPN, which we set up in a previous step, but connecting to sslvpn.asu.edu, hit connect, and then type in your username and password. And write your password correctly, maybe. And make sure that's established. It will not let you upload unless you've got that secure VPN on. Okay, we're going to hit done, and then we're going to go ahead and complete the third step, which is to test this out. So here's what we're going to do. First, make sure you have Dreamweaver in developer mode. We are not using standard. We are not using design. We are not using split screen. We are using just the code view of this. I have my files then set up to the side. I can see that the site that I'm working on is my public ASU site. And I can see that I'm looking at my local view, which means I'm looking at the files that are on my computer. I can change that to remote server if I want to see what's up there, but I'm going to leave it at local view. So here it's pulling up all of the things in my ASU web host. All right, here's where I'm going to add a new folder. I'm going to click on my site, then right mouse click on the panel and choose new folder. And I'm going to call this Dreamweaver test. And then inside that folder, I'm going to go ahead and open a new file, and I'm going to call it test.html. Then I'm going to go ahead and open test in my window, and I'm just wanting to make sure that I can test this, so I'm going to call it Dreamweaver -test. And in the body, I'm just going to write an H1 that just says test really big. And that's all I want to have on this page. I just want to test that this is working out. So I'll save my file. And then I'm going to hit this button right here, put files to remote server. Click that arrow. I can see it's working there. And then down here at the bottom, it says file complete, 1 local item selected in total. All right, so it's up there. That's it. Don't have to go to My Files. I don't have to drag it up there and then load it, then wait for it to load. It's just there. And in fact, doing it this way through the Sftp is going to be a lot faster than if you went through My Files for it to post online. Remember, with My Files, it takes a little bit of time to post to the web. And so let's go ahead and check to see if it's there. I will navigate to my browser. I'll open a new tab. And I need to start at my domain, right? I need to start at the root, which is my www folder. So www.public.asu.edu/tilde CCARRA1, which is my ASU, right? You put yours in. Then I need a // right? This is what's gotten me into my domain. Now I need to follow the path that I just created. And I created a folder inside www that was called Dreamweaver-test. And then inside that folder, I had a file called test.html. I should hit enter, and there it is. I can see the only thing I wrote on that page was the word test and an H1, and the title was changed to Dreamweaver-test. All right, so I can see that it's working. If you wonder, oh, it's not there, it's not working, what's happening? Did it actually connect? You can go in and check via My Files. So you can go to my.asu.edu. And then you can sign into your My Files account. Once you're here on that portal page, my.asu.edu, you can click into My Files. If you don't see My Files, take a look here at all these buttons and then choose View More. You can actually configure these to any order that you want to. I use My Files the most, so I put it up at the front. So that's where mine is. Yours may vary. You must verify your password again to make sure that it is really you. And then we can see that those files were put up there. In your My Files, you have the backup, which is just server space. It's not on the web. And then you have this www folder. Here's the remote folder that matches your local folder. We'll click on that. It has special powers, by the way. If you delete by accident your www folder, you can't just recreate it. That won't work. You actually, again, need to contact the help desk and they will help you out. All right, I can see here's my folder, Dreamweaver test, and I click on it and I will be able to see my test.html and I can see when it uploaded. So if the server happens to be a little slow and you don't see your website come up right away, you can go in and check with My Files and make sure that the files are there. If they are there, then it's odds are it's just taking a little bit of time to load. So you know what your URL is going to be and you'll be able to turn in your assignments even if they haven't quite loaded yet. Safe bet that they'll load by the time that we get to grading those. All right, I hope you enjoyed and found that video helpful on connecting Dreamweaver to ASU's web host.